The robots work in a tightly coordinated chain. The second phase hits an issue. It shuts the whole process down. With the deadline looming, Elon Musk is determined to keep Tesla's waiting customers happy. He's organized a Model S test drive event for the people who've placed deposits.
The test rides will go out onto Jack Northrop Boulevard, so you'll get a chance to see that this isn't some, show car that doesn't actually do what it says. It will go fast and with a lot of people in it. And quietly, yeah.
Wow, this is insanely cool. It's a surreal scene. It's way cooler than I can imagine. You've really decked this out.
Yeah, that's nice.
The first ride has to be documented here.
The event seems a success. Now the company need to make sure the customers get their Model S's as promised. With only weeks to go, welding has hit a glitch in automation. One of the robotic clamps is millimeters out of line. It's a tiny difference, but enough to disrupt the process.
With the way the robots work and how we have such a tight tolerance of 1 millimeter to stay on, sometimes the new parts won't reach a prox, or the clamp won't close all the way.
A major delay will disrupt the whole production schedule and threaten the deadline. They adjust the settings and set the robots in motion again. This time, it goes off without a hitch. To the team's relief, the process can be approved for mass production. The run through the automated line reaches the Model S exterior. The Model S body is made up of 14 different sections. To speed the workflow, Tesla construct each section at separate sub-assemblies. Door sub-assembly. The internal frame is joined to the exterior panel. As the robot's pincers come together, they fire a rivet and join the aluminium sheets. Over to the right, side body sub-assembly. One of the most advanced aspects of Tesla's robots is that each arm can perform a variety of different tasks.
We have to use all the gamut of technology to make the aluminum joint between stamping and welding and riveting and bonding and all these things using robots that are multitasking.
This flexibility is essential for a compact and efficient workflow. A robot can spot weld using a pincer tool and then automatically detach the pincer and pick up a clamp tool. The same arm that joined the panels can now move it to the next station. It's clever, but tricky and needs constant refining.
When you draw something yourself, you take a pencil, you take a eraser with the same hand, right? And then you change the tool, so to speak. Same thing here.
Once assembled, the sections are brought together at body assembly. Here, they're riveted around the welded underbody to form the basic shell of the car. All the sections are lined up alongside the central framing line. Gradually, the automated line builds up the side sections, ready to house the doors. A test batch of 3 cars is complete. Body assembly has demonstrated it can run successfully in full automation. It's a vital milestone in the countdown to mass production. Completely assembled, the aluminium body is now known as body in white. It's ready for some colour. The body in white is loaded onto an overhead train that carries it to the paint area. At this vast facility, the paint centre is in a totally separate building. The Fremont site covers nearly 95 football fields of space. It's so big, the Model S production line only fills 20% of it. For Gilbert Passin, the extra space is the cornerstone of Tesla's grand strategy for an electric revolution.
The Tesla factory is huge. It's about 5 million square feet on 2 levels. Right now, we are only utilizing a small fraction of the space, but most of it, as you can see behind me, is what we call the dark side. It's sort of dark and not utilized yet, even though we have a lot of plans for the future on how to fully utilize this entire building.
These expanses are an integral part of the company's stage-by-stage building plan. They want to fill the space with a production line for a further range of Tesla vehicles. A very high-volume, economy-priced model, the Stage 3 car.
In the future, we intend to expand our range of vehicles, maybe of a smaller size and also more affordable for the market. And this factory is like ideal, and we are going to make this a super mega factory.
Long term, Fremont is meant to produce the low-cost Stage 3 electric car in the millions. It's the final step in Elon Musk's Tesla master plan.
To really have widespread adoption of electric cars, we have our 3rd generation vehicle, which would be a low-price, high-volume vehicle, and that's really what's going to fill out the rest of this humongous factory. I'd love to bring this to 500,000 vehicles a year as soon as we can.
The future of Elon's strategy first depends on the success of the Model S. In production, the time to the delivery deadline is now running low. The aluminium body arrives on the overhead train from Body Center. Paint Center. This is where they make the car look like a premium sedan. It's a state-of-the-art process.
There's a lot of technology that goes into the Tesla car, but the very first thing they'll tell you is what color of Tesla car they bought. That's how important the paint is.
The primed car is ready for color. This vehicle will be sprayed with their trademark tint, what Tesla calls signature red.
It's a color that we developed that's different than anybody else's red. It's been developed with glass flake to get the specific type of sparkle that we want to get in that paint. Expectation is for the paint job. He wants our paint to look like glass, to look like a piano finish. That's the challenge we've been given, and that's what we're going to do.
the Model S spends over a day and a half in paint. And that attention to detail carries through to general assembly. First, the Model S's panoramic glass roof. The installation robot takes a picture of the top of the car. It uses the digital picture to measure the exact orientation and bond the glass. Next, the interior. The wiring and seats are fitted. The aerodynamic door handles are installed. The cutting-edge dashboard is lowered into the car. It's proof the car is a product of the tech-savvy US West Coast. The Model S carries a touchscreen tablet inspired by Tesla's Silicon Valley neighbors.
Tesla is very much a Silicon Valley company that has a Silicon Valley operating system, which is similar to a Google or Facebook or Apple, joined together with a tremendous amount of great automotive expertise.
It's about bringing the things that we're used to, our phones, our computers, and the interaction that we have with them into the car.
The entire command center is housed on the 17-inch tablet. The interior is virtually buttonless.
It does some really amazing things. Not only does it make the rest of the interior super clean and really uncluttered, it allows you to have just amazing control of the car, and it's just, you know, a push of a button. Like magic.
At the factory, the start date for mass production is now only 2 weeks away. The first batch of test vehicles reaches the vital final stages: powertrain and body marriage. In gasoline cars, installing the drivetrain is a lengthy process. With electric, it can happen in just 2 steps. Step 1. The motor unit, complete with suspension and brakes, is bolted into the rear wheel berths. There is no drive shaft or transmission to be attached. In one motion, it's fitted. For final assembly, the work is mainly manual. Like the robots, the line workers' performance is being monitored.
509, guys.
With every vehicle, they're ramping up to the full production cycle time, or TAC time.
Every station here in the factory has to achieve a certain operation in that TAC time in order to get it to our customer on time.
Here, the target is 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
Throughout the build, every single time you may hear me in the background saying, we're at 2 minutes, we're at 5 minutes, right? So they can know exactly where they are when we're shooting to get to that 4 minutes and 42 seconds.
Step 2, battery pack installation. The packed steel case acts as the car's chassis. Bolted into place, it gives the Model S its rigidity. A stage along, the first complete cars arrive at final inspection. At Elon's insistence, inspection happens on a bamboo platform. He believes you can only judge a car's beauty if it's framed by beautiful surroundings. The last check is the test drive. At Tesla, the track is very different. Because electric cars produce no exhaust fumes, they can be driven indoors.
Our
our people have done so well at putting this car together. You can see the remarkable quality of the paint and the entire vehicle, the body fit and everything. I'm so proud today.
This is the first Model S to pass through the production test run. And its quality proves the new mega factory is ready for mass production. It's a big moment for the company.
Just to see this car going around the test track here, it really demonstrates the fact that the Tesla factory is ready to go. I just have to make 20,000 per year more of this kind, and it's sort of